it's Coffee Talk with Karen. Leave me the fuck alone.
Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us, thinking we are too much. Look at me, I'm in a bad situation. Look at him, he's got a bad reputation. They be looking at us. Why do I need to be good all the time? I'm wrapped around his finger, but he is mine. Don't care what they say, too late anyway. Why do I need to be good all the time? Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama, yeah. Nah, nah, nah. No drama, no drama.
Yeah, baby. If you missed our last two events, you missed a lot of fun with great people that know how to party.
Go, girl. Go, mama.
Nothing better than the old school mature crowd making new friends, making new memories, and living life as it's meant to be, together, having fun, and enjoying ourselves. My name is Karen Stacy, and I have my own talk show.
Shit handshake for the elderly. Shit handshake for I fucking can.
Make sure you tune into my talk show, Coffee Talk with Karen, weekdays at 11 a.m. And make sure you tune into Real Talk with Karen Stacy, Tuesday evenings. You can find me on all social media platforms. Make sure you follow. Make sure you subscribe. You can find me on all podcast platforms as well. So we keep it old school. We have fun. And it's great people meeting great people. Let's spread some love and light in this world and get back to living again. I can't wait to see you guys soon. Made so many great memories, so many new friends. I don't know. It's freaking awesome, man. So I will see you guys really, 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 really soon. Don't forget to tune in. I love ya. Bye.
Honey, what time is it?
It's Coffee Talk with Karen. Leave me the fuck alone. Hi. It's Coffee Talk with Karen. Do you know who I am? I'm Karen Stacy. I have a talk show. Hi, it's Coffee Talk with Karen. Now leave me the fuck alone.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Happy Thursday. Thirsty Thursday, right? Good morning, good morning, good morning. Welcome to Coffee Talk with Karen. Do me a favor. Share out the video for me. Tag your friends. Share it to your favorite group. Let's spread some love today. Help a sister out. You know what I'm saying? All right. Hopefully the dog will stop barking. I apologize. And of course, as I'm starting my show, literally I press the go live button and my phone starts ringing and texts start coming in. I mean, like, really, I think people have a radar on me and they're like, okay, let's see when the worst time is to reach out to Karen and let's do it then so that her head is all over the place and she can't focus on what's important, which is you guys and the show. Anyway, happy Thursday, you guys. Good morning. And just a little FYI, I told you guys I was going to be changing up my schedule a little bit in the summertime so that I can actually enjoy my summer a little bit more so as well. So I was telling you that I'm going to be doing like taking off on weekends sometimes. So this hair right here is annoying me. Okay. So today we're going to do Thursday, and pre-Friday because I am taking the day off tomorrow, and I will see you guys back on Monday. So good morning. I see my Carmela here. Good morning, Carmela. How are you? Michelle, good morning. Hi, Cheryl. Thank you for sharing. Giselle, good morning. Hi, Michelle. How are you? Rosie, I mean this affectionately. Good morning, bitches. Abso-freaking-lutely. Rosie, we missed you, mama. It's good to have you back. Let me see who else is here. So, for those of you that are new to the Coffee Talk crew, we are a big happy family. So, don't lurk in the background. You can okay. You can say hello, you can say good morning. We are here for you. So we can be alone together. And now at this point, we're not even alone anymore, but we're just together, right? So I'll take it. Good morning, Gina. How are you, my love? Hold on a second. Where is everybody here? I'm just trying to read the comments, so bear with me. Good morning and happy Friday. It's not Friday, Gina. It's Thursday, but we'll make it like Thursday, Friday, since I'm taking off for the weekend. Oh my God, why do I think Thursday is Friday? I know. Hi, Maria, my girl. Good morning. I missed you the past couple of days. Let me see who else is here. Help me out, you guys. Share it. Hi, good morning, Sylvia. Hi, Gino. Good morning, sweetie. Hi, Vanessa. Good morning. Hi, Ben. Good morning in Seattle. Good morning. Come one, come all. Let's go. Tag people in. We're missing a lot of the regulars. Let's get them in here. Where's Alyssa, my mad tagger? It's Friday Eve. Yeah, that's what I said. Today is my Friday. We are off tomorrow for Juneteenth. Oh, okay. There we go. I gotcha. Okay. So Giselle, are you with me? Where's Michael? Is he here too? Where are you guys? For those of you that don't know the show, because we're missing who was on yesterday. Marianne. She was big on interacting yesterday. And then Allison. We have a couple of new people that were on here that watched when I had Carlos on. So it would be nice to keep those people here. Okay, so Giselle posted something. So see, here's the thing that I was trying to explain to people, right? So yesterday it was like, she's going, okay, well, I know what, the conversation is, so I'm here. And she was like waiting to get like right into the conversation. And what she doesn't realize is it depends on my mood, right? So either I get right into the conversation or I talk about everything and nothing until I decide to get in on the conversation, right? So today I think I'm going for it because who after the show, please. Okay, I'm not sure who that's for, Cheryl. Okay, I'm sorry, I'm a little distracted today. I got the dog barking, I got my phone going off. I'm all after show, Karen, need to talk to you. Okay, I will do my best. Who's here? Ben, I see coffee and I'm in. Ben, salud. I see your coffee and raise mine. Okay, so let's get back to, let me focus here because I'm all over the place. I feel very blonde right now. No, I'm only kidding. No offense to any blondes. I'm trying to see if I can have more fun. So, bear with me. I'm a slow learner, I guess. All right. So Giselle posted something. And to be honest with you, a lot of people will post a lot of cool shit and it gets my juices flowing to think about what to do for shows. Now, I mean, you tell me if you have enough content to do a show every single freaking day, okay, and stay relevant. It ain't easy. Good morning, Ed. I see you. So Giselle posted something and it said, are they still bad habits if you like them? Right? Yeah, it was the meme. Are they still bad habits if you like them? And the answer to that question is what? What do you think? What do you think? Are they still bad habits if you like them? What do you think? I want to hear it. Giselle, you should be the first one answering right now. Have a great show. Okay. So let's get some responses here. Are they still bad habits if you like them? Ben said, I don't know. You don't know. Well, I'm going with like a hard yes. It all depends on what the habit is. Not if they're bad. I'm going with a hard yes on this. Actually, it makes them worse because a bad habit is a bad habit. And if you like it, it makes it even more better. Correct that grammar. It makes it even worse because we know it's bad and we get a guilty pleasure out of doing it, right? And then, of course, some of us are control freaks, right? And we're like, nobody's gonna, I don't care. This is what I want to do, right? So let me, should I put this up on the thing? Let's see. Are bad. Okay, hold on. That was not the right thing. Are they still, quotation marks, bad habits if you like them? All right. You guys know I can't type and talk at the same time, so bear with me. Okay, here we go. Okay. So, all right, there we go. I see some responses. Yes, but gonna do them anyway because I love them. See what I'm saying? And that makes it worse. That's why it's a hard yes. I mean, not that hard is bad, but laughing my ass off at more better. Yeah, well, it's true, but okay, yes, it depends. The guilty pleasure. Gina, my smoking is the worst, but I enjoy it. I'm making July 1st my stop date. Well, good for you, Gina. Giselle, yes, it's bad. And the more you keep up with the habit, the harder it is to stop. Bad habit then becomes a vice, Tim said. Yeah, so see, we form habits like, actually, let's think about this for a second. We form bad habits a hell of a lot faster than we form good ones, right? Why is that? Why is it that it is so much easier? So now you want to like implement a good habit. Let's make something up. Okay. You want to drink more water. Okay. So, you go and, you get the gay water bottles that have, like the lines on them that tells you how many times, drink it at 1, drink it at 3, you're dehydrated, whatever. So you have a bottle, like a huge bottle, and people that don't drink water have to keep, it's supposed to help them to drink water. My girlfriend used to set a thing, like an alarm on her phone, so that she would drink more water, right? So we try to make a good habit of drinking water, right? So now we start off and we're gung-ho, we got the jug, and not me, because I drink water like crazy, but there are a lot of people, and I'm just using this as an example. There are a lot of people that do not like to drink water. So you ever see that meme? Like, if you drink like 2 gallons of water a day, you can mind, you'll mind your own business because you'll be too busy peeing, right? So, they're trying to drink more water and create a good habit. Now, most of the times when somebody starts that, how does it end? They do it for a couple of days and they tell their friends, oh my God, I feel great. I've been drinking my water. I got this stupid cup and it tells me when I got to drink water. It makes it so much easier, right? And then one day, the 4th day, you forget your cup. Now, how could you possibly drink water if you don't have the cup that's reminding you to drink the water, right? So now your habit just went out the window because you didn't bring your stupid cup with you, right? So now, all right, you know what? I'll drink water when I get home. I don't have it right now. I'll do it later. And now you go through the day and you didn't drink your water. So now the next day comes and, you're okay, I'm going to try. So now this is a good habit that we're talking about, right? So now let's go to a bad habit, i.e., one of my favorite bad habits, booze. So how is it that we can down like 4 cocktails in 5 minutes, but it takes us 3 days to get 1 glass of water down, right? Think about it. When you're like, do you ever find this? So if I have a glass of water in front of me, I'm not always tempted to keep drinking it. You drink, water when you're thirsty, right? But now, when you have a cocktail in front of you, why is it that you just keep drinking it? It's like it calls your name, right? So now, if that was water, all of my water deprived people would have been properly hydrated. But water is a good habit. So now we're at a bad habit. So the bad habit, we're like, boom, oh shit, I finished that drink. I need another drink. Boom, oh my God, I finished that. Could you imagine? Oh my God, 2 drinks. I didn't even realize I drank it. Let me pour myself a 3rd one. That's great. If it was water, it would still be sitting there, right? So my point is that, habits are habits. And most of the time, people will continue on a bad habit because most people enjoy the bad habits. And you know what? A couple of people mentioned guilty pleasure and everything else. And it's true, right? We feel like we're always like sacrificing, right? So you sacrifice, you go to work, you bust your ass, you spend 8 minutes with your family because, 23 hours out of the day, you're, working. We do all of these things, right? And now we just want, leave me alone. I worked all goddamn week. I'm not drinking water. I want to have a margarita, right? So people will, okay, right? But it's not like, I worked all goddamn week. I want to drink some water so I can replenish myself. No, we don't want to replenish. We want to get drunk. We want to reward ourselves because we spent all week doing whatever the hell it is that we didn't want to do. And now we have 10 minutes to do what we want to do. And we're going to get as many bad habits as possible out on the runway. You know what I'm saying? So in my opinion, yes, they are actually worse habits if you like them, because again, the more you like something, the more you're going to do it. So the less you like something, the less likely you're going to do it. So that's why people that go on diets, for instance, okay. Now I've seen a lot of people, especially now, right? They call it like the COVID, 20 or whatever. Like when you go away to college and it's the freshman 20. Now it's like the COVID 20. You see people and they've put on a lot of weight from COVID, or they're out of shape or whatever. And some of these people I've known for long periods of time, and they were like, they lost weight at one point, right? But they did like the no carbs, they did this, whatever it was that they did, they were successful and they lost the weight. And I'm talking about a large amount of weight. I'm not talking about like, 5 pounds, right? I'm talking about like 20, 30, 40, 50, 60, 70, 80, 90, 100 pounds. Okay. Now, it breaks my heart when I see people that worked so hard to get that weight down, and then you see them a year later or 2 years later, and this is whether COVID was here or not, and the weight is back plus. Why is that? Because those eating habits were not their own habits. They were good habits, and yet they probably didn't like them, because most people want to have that, whatever, the burger they want to have, I mean, like, I don't really like, I don't see it the same way, because I have tried to retrain my brain not to think that way. When you feel like you're missing out on something, you're going to do what you want that much harder. So, like, in other words, if I say to myself, you know what, that's it, I'm going to quit drinking, I'm going to want to drink every day because I'm thinking about the fact that I am not drinking anymore. If you go on a diet, a person on a diet never stops thinking about food. And that's the truth. That is real talk. Somebody on a diet is always thinking about food because they can't have what they want. Somebody that's not having sex is always thinking about sex because they can't have what they want, right? So these are, what are they, bad habits? Are they good habits? But the point is that I think that bad habits, we like most of our bad habits, right? And the truth of the matter is that, yeah, we're going to keep on doing them and we like them. So now, how do you change the narrative in your mind to like the good habits and kick the bad habits? How do we do that? I don't know. If you don't like to drink water, throw some lemon in it. I mean, there's only but so much you could do. You have to just change your mindset. And changing your mindset is the hardest thing to do, especially, let's call, okay, I'm 51 years old. Okay, change the way you think, Karen. I'm sorry, what? Change the way I think? Screw you. I think the way I think. I've thought this way for 51 years. But then I'll say to somebody, well, how has that worked out for you so far? Right? So remember, the definition of insanity, right? Doing the same thing over and over again and expecting a different result. So the only way to break a bad habit is to literally break it and break free of it. And to break free of a bad habit, like somebody, like Gina was talking about smoking, right? So the funny thing about stuff like that, a bad habit, once you break it, it's like you can't even revisit it. So if you quit smoking and you're like an avid smoker, that's your thing, you can never touch a cigarette again, because if you touch that one cigarette, it's going to do a chain reaction and you're going to continue to smoke, depending on your personality. I have a very non-addictive personality because I'm a control freak. I know you might find that hard to believe. So I could smoke a cigarette. I used to smoke when I was younger, okay? And I could smoke a pack of cigarettes out with my friends drinking, and the next day I wouldn't touch one. Or it would be like a week or 2 weeks before I would smoke again. I could take it or leave it. I'm like that with most things. The thing that caught me the hardest actually was the drinking after losing my husband. And that's because it became not only a habit, not only a bad habit, but it became a survival mechanism. So was I an alcoholic? No, because I was aware of what I was doing, but clinically, sure, I was an alcoholic because I was drinking every day. And I had to, because I couldn't swallow food unless I had a drink or two. And you know how that happened? And I'm not blaming this on anybody. You know, my girlfriend saw me, I wasn't eating, and I lost like a ridiculous amount of weight in a ridiculous amount of time. And she would hand me a drink, and she'd sit there and wait, and I would, drink it or whatever, and, start to feel a little, like relief, if you will. She'd hand me another drink, and I drink that. I'd feel a little bit of relief. And then she'd grab a plate of food, and she'd hand me the plate of food, and she'd go, okay, now eat. So my learned behavior became, okay, I'll be able to eat after I have a few drinks, right? I didn't want to live on Xanax. I didn't want to live on Klonopin or any other type of medication like that, because, when I was younger, much younger, and I suffered from anxiety and depression, I became addicted to Xanax. My body physically was addicted. And when I would try not to take it, I would tremble. I would shake like a leaf. And it wasn't from anxiety. It was from my body being dependent on this stuff. So in my head, in the back of my head, I said, I know I will never become addicted to alcohol like that, because I will be able to straighten my mind. But when you physically become addicted is when there's an issue. So I didn't want to go with the drugs. Now, that being said, your body can physically become addicted to alcohol as well. So I am not like Alcohol Anonymous. I am not a therapist. I am not anything. But yes, your body can become addicted and you need it. And I did go through that. It would call me, the same way when you're on a diet and it's like, you could hear like the Snickers bar or whatever your weakness is, the ice cream calling you from the fridge. And it's like, psst, come on, you want some of this, come on. And that's what would happen to me. I would pick up my son from school. The minute I'd walk in the door, he'd go take a bath, and that booze was calling me. And my body knew what time it was, and it was waiting for that drink. So was that a bad habit? Oh, hell yeah. And especially for me, because this mouth. So I already got a hard time keeping my mouth shut. And now, FDD, right? Filter deficiency disorder. So now you add alcohol to filter deficiency disorder, and you wonder why I have no friends now. So, again, you got to check yourself before you wreck yourself. So, during the 7 years that I was doing this, I was aware of what I was doing, and I knew that eventually I would stop. And not all of us are as aware. Sometimes we need somebody to make us realize it. Sometimes we need to screw up really bad, right? We need to get drunk, or we need to do whatever, and then have that sobering moment where you're like, oh my God, like, what did I say? What did I do? And then you really, God willing, will check yourself. When you're waking up, I would wake up at 3:00 in the morning. My heart would be pounding out of my chest. And I try to replay, oh my God, did I say this? Did I do this? How did I get home? All the normal questions, right? Who the hell is this guy? No, I'm only kidding. And, you start, like going through these things in your mind. And with each time you say to yourself, that can never happen again. And then it happens again, right? Because that's what bad habits do. So until you can, acknowledge that that's your bad habit, and then take accountability for your bad habit, and then recognize whether or not you think it's bad enough to stop. Because you know what? I knew that drinking was my bad habit, and I would tell anybody straight to their face, yeah, I know what I'm doing, and I'm going to do it until I don't. And I own that. And, nobody busted my, I got a little busted in balls, but for the most part, people left me alone. And you know what? I came to my own realizations, and, it's just no one is going to do anything until they're ready. That being said, sometimes we need to be pushed a little bit to be ready, right? So, if I was a stumbling drunk and embarrassing my friends and my family and my son, that would be a different story, right? So then you need to stop that shit right away. But I'm very good at covering up and not being a stumbling drunk and keeping my wits about me always, even though my soul has exited the premises. So I think that bad habits are bad. I sound like I think of Mr. Mackey, right? Bad habits, yep, and they're bad. They're bad. Any South Park fans on here? So I'm gonna read what you guys have to say. I just wanted to share my thoughts on that because when it comes to bad habits, I think I know how to do those very well. I think a lot of us know how to do them very well, and it's synonymous in life, right? Why is it so much easier to go on the dark side than it is to, like make those like life-changing good habits, right? Why is that? I mean, it's really funny, right? So anyway, thank you guys for tuning in to Coffee Talk with Karen. We are live on MiamiMikeRadio.com. We are live on the Karen Stacy page. Make sure you hit the thumbs up button, turn your notifications on so that you get an alert every time I go live. Don't forget to join the Real Talk Coffee Talk group and join your friends if there's any people that you know that enjoy the show. Even some of the people that are on here every day, they still haven't joined. So you know what? Screw it. Join them too if they haven't, taken the time to do it for themselves. And then, of course, we are on YouTube and Twitch, Real Talk Karen Stacy. And then keep in mind that each show is indeed live, but I do record the show and it is uploaded to every podcast platform there is. So you can always find me there. So I ask you a favor. Two things. If you could share the video out for me and tag your friends in so we have more people's comments and points of views to discuss. And also, comment, so not only share the video for me and tag your friends, but, if something I'm saying resonates with you, like, let me hear from you. All right. Good morning, Alyssa. I see you. I know I'm late. Okay, hold on a second. There we go. I'm late on here, so I will read the comments now. It's true, hard to get watered down, right? But meanwhile, the cocktails go down fast. It's about motivation and habit. Yes, Joe, absolutely. Cheryl, that's me. Lost a lot of weight, 50, and gained back most. I have lost 129. Hold on a second. Maria, I was in the middle of your comment. I lost 129 pounds and that shit was hell. Oh, I mean, it is. It's terrible. The lifestyle, a healthy lifestyle, Ben said. Yes, my weight gain from health and being on steroids. Yeah, steroids will kill you. Did someone mention sex? Oh my God, Tony, now you sound like Tamara. Cheryl, true. When on a diet, thinking about the right food always on your mind. Exactly. Alyssa, everything in moderation. Yeah, but you know what? Some people like me, I'm an extremist. I don't do things in moderation. I'm like all or nothing. And that's just how I am. When I do it, I'm like, bam, I'm right there. I'm all or nothing. Because it's mindset. You have to tell yourself, this is what I am doing. And you got to keep your focus. Blinders on, keep your focus. That's what I do. I stay in my lane. I don't care. I got people telling me this, that, and the other. I don't care. Do what you do. Let them do what they do. I don't care. I'm going straight. I'm going straight. And you know what? I will not allow anyone to grab my feet and prevent me from taking that next step. So, you have to make a choice and you have to mind over matter. If you don't mind, it don't matter. So keep it going. Mind mapping, a written goal and schedule. Yeah, Ben, that's a good idea as well. Some people work better holding accountability for themselves by putting it down on paper. Sylvia, a lot of people gained a lot of weight due to the pandemic. Yes, obviously, but again, if you gained weight due to the pandemic or whatever the situation, then there's always going to be something that is going to cause you to gain the weight. I always look at myself as a work in progress, and I always try to be better today than I was yesterday. I always try to look better today than I did yesterday. I always try to act better than I did yesterday. I always try to be kinder than I was yesterday, or maybe be more assertive, or whatever the case may be. Yesterday was yesterday and today is today. So, if you gained weight during the pandemic, it's like when you're pregnant, right? I gained 80 plus pounds when I was pregnant. Okay. I was like 200, whatever. I mean, I weighed a lot. Okay. And like, oh, well, I'm pregnant. I'm eating, for 2. I was eating for 16. But, my whole life I struggled with my weight. And I was like, oh my God, I'm eating freaking, what are not Pop-Tarts? What are those things? Toaster strudels. When my husband used to get up for work at like 5:30 in the morning, I would get up with him, and I was starving at that time, right? And I would make this toaster strudel thing. It has the little, if you're not, guys never had it before, it's like a fancy, like an adult Pop-Tart. So it's like a pastry thing that has like something on the inside, whether it be fruit or like whatever, like a fudge, whatever. And then it has this little packet of icing. So you toast it, and then you take it out and you put the icing on it. Well, let me tell you, I've never eaten crap like that in my life. And I shouldn't have eaten it while I was pregnant, because it's definitely not good for the baby. But when I tell you that thing was so effing good, and I would eat it every morning and then get my fat ass right back in the bed and go back to sleep. Okay. Now, is that a good habit? No. Should I have done that? No. I should have had a piece of fruit if I was hungry, right? I shouldn't have eaten, 300 empty calories of sugar and chemicals. But I was pregnant. The baby was hungry. You can't go with a hungry stomach. It's not fair to the baby. So what is that called? An excuse. So after I had my son, I was 800 pounds. So now, and I was 38 years old. I turned 39 2 months later. You try losing weight at freaking almost 40 years old. It ain't easy. It took me a long time, and I killed myself to get the weight off. Okay. Killed myself because it didn't want to come off. So you play, you pay. So that's the whole thing, is like, I would be petrified. I mean, honestly, I don't want to gain weight. I don't want to look that way. Even in the beginning of the summer, I put my bathing suit on, and I was like even, I don't know about you guys, but like my skin is not the same. Like it doesn't, like, it's not tight anymore. Like, what's up with that? And, so I don't like that. And so so what are you going to say? Oh, fuck it. I'm old anyway. My skin is, whatever, I'll just eat. No, I'm going to fight because I want to look a certain way. So it is, mind over matter. Is everything against you? Yeah. Yeah. But you know what? I take that as a challenge because most things in my life have been against me. And there's nothing greater than meeting that challenge and knowing, you know what? I did that. I accomplished that. That feels really, really good. So when I tell you that the good outweighs the bad, it does. Is it hard to do? Abso-fucking-lutely. But it can be done. All right, let me continue reading the comments here. Ben, gotta go for now. Okay, have a great day. I'm sure you already left. I'm here. Bad Stamos here with mom. Oh, okay. I hope mom is good. Georgie, hi Karen, popping by for 20 minutes, back in work in 40 minutes. Speaking as someone who will always be in recovery from addiction, my total support to all those. Why try to get that try to get well, you have my back. Yeah, absolutely. It's not an easy journey, but I support anyone that tries to help and support themselves. So thank you for sharing that. Let me see who else is commenting. Alyssa, thank you. Everybody, thank you for tagging people in. Cheryl, thank you so much. Thank you, Carmela. Amy, good morning, honey. How are you? Billy, look now, you have lots of friends. Aw, thank you, Billy. Tony, I love my habit. You only live once. Facts. Just do you and don't let anybody tell you what to do. Yeah, I mean, I don't think anybody should tell anybody what to do ish, but I think, you're defending bad habits right now. Vanessa, I have two habits. I like smoking hookah and smoking cigars. I haven't done hookah since April of this year, but cigars, I'm not giving up. There you go. Karen Stacy, you are one of my good habits. Will never, ever give up watching. Aw, I love you, Gina. Michael, I'll always have confidence you can break a bad habit or any habit, but there is no easy trick. You got to be focused and it takes work, but if you persevere, you can do it. Abso-freaking-lutely. Anybody can do anything. I am a full believer of that. Let me see who else is talking to me. Billy, if you don't learn something new every day, it's a wasted day. I agree. You're so wise, Billy. You're so wise. Blech, I can't even speak. Excuses are most definitely the biggest demon to give up a bad habit. And you know what's so funny is that we can come up with excuses like anything, right? Think about that. Coming up with excuses is like the easiest thing. And some people can come up with an excuse in like 0.2 seconds. But, that jerk that I told you I dated many years ago after I lost my husband, he used to say that when he would say, if he like said something to me about it, he goes about something, he'd go, that's an excuse. And I'm like, no, it was like a reason, but it's true. We make excuses. So, you know what? I think about that a lot, even though he was a total asshole. I do think about that. And I notice that people do that. People make excuses. Well, I had to. It was all there was to eat. It was easy. I went to McDonald's drive-through because it was easier, because my kid, and then my son, my daughter was hungry. So I just went to the nearest place and I got McDonald's. I call bullshit on that. That's an excuse, right? Because you could have driven an extra 5 minutes to get something else from a different place if it really mattered, right? But most people make excuses for their actions, then take accountability for them. Who else is here? Hey, Rochelle, greetings. We haven't seen you on here in a very long time. Hope all is well with you. Jose, good morning. Hey, I see Phil there. Hi, Phil. How are you? Let me see who else is on here. Karen is not a habit. She's a craving. Oh my, that's very sexy, Tony. I like that. I'm a craving. Woohoo. Vanessa, I haven't drank alcohol since, 11/20 and since 2010 and still going one day at a time. Now I'm in the process of letting go of bread and cake until September. Well, kudos to you, Vanessa, for giving up alcohol. That's 11 years. God bless you. That is absolutely amazing. Yes, Phil, I know you're in North Carolina, babes. Hi, Eunice. Yes, you are late. How are you? So we're talking about, are they still bad habits if you like them? So, I mean, are you guys with me? Would you go with, yeah? Would you go with that? I would say, yeah, right? I think a hard yes, not even just like a soft yes. I mean like a hard yes. They're actually, like I said, worser. They're more badder habits. Because when you like something, it makes it that much worse, right? Because, if, although that's also, let me back up, because you have the people that are, let's say, anorexic, right? So, you have the people that have these body, what's it called? Amorphosis or whatever. They have that they don't, I'm not saying the word correctly. And so dysmorphia, something like that. And you have people that will, like, that are addicted, for instance, to exercise. Now, if you're exercising like, an hour or two times a day, that may or may not be good for you. That exercising, which is a good habit, may indeed become bad because it's too much for your body. Now, again, if you're training for a show or whatever, and you're doing it under a coach's care, it's a different story. But even then, to be quite honest with you, bodybuilders, especially if they're going into show, they have the absolute worst habits going, because they have to deplete their body of everything in order to win. So, even though you're doing it for quote unquote the right reason, it may not be the best thing for you, right? So at least we know, look, people that smoke, they know, okay, I smoke, it's a bad habit. And most people will tell you, well, too bad, I'm not going to stop. People that drink know that it's a bad habit, and most people will tell you that they're not going to stop. Some people are addicted to junk food and they know it's a bad habit, but they're going to do it. So, I think that we need to just, like always, like I say, check yourself before you wreck yourself, figure out how bad it really is. And if you know it's bad, but it's so good, then try to just be bad less. Isn't that good advice? Listen, go be bad. Just do it a little less than you are. How about that? So Maria said, hell yeah. So I'm assuming that that's a yes to my thing. One of my bad habits is I live on my phone. One of my bad habits is leave my phone on the charger inside my car. Oh, okay. Well, that's not really a bad habit. It's only a bad habit if people are trying to get in touch with you and they can't. But that's always a good excuse, that I get from people too. Let me see who else is saying something. Okay, nobody's talking to me. You guys are talking to each other. All right. So I guess the moral of the story is, are they still bad habits if you like them? And to me, the answer would be abso-fucking-lutely. And it makes it worse, because a bad habit that you enjoy is more dangerous. For sure. Victor, hello, Karen. You are the best. Coffee talk forever. At the end, we will all go. Bad habits or good habits. I'm a junk food junkie. Stacy, good morning. Yeah, I listen again, like Alyssa said, everything in moderation. If you're that person, so like, I'm going to be straight up right now. I told you guys that I cut back on my drinking, right? When I was drinking to forget. And then I would forget and I got pissed off at myself because I forgot, right? Be careful for what you wish for. So I started to see my patterns, and I saw that I was self-medicating, right? Which I already knew I was self-medicating, right? But I realized as time went by that that was my coping mechanism. And I said to myself, it's enough now. So before, if I had a drink, it was never a drink. So now let me back up. When I was younger, I never drank more than 2 or 3 drinks. That was it. And people would make fun of me because I couldn't drink. I was good. That was it. I didn't like the feeling. My stomach didn't appreciate it, yada, yada. After losing my husband, I got a wooden leg and I could drink a 200-pound man under the table. So it wasn't one drink. It was one drink, then it was 2 drinks, then it was 3 drinks, then it was 4 drinks, then it was, oh, well, let me just have one more. Oh, the bar's closing. Let me get one more, right? Okay. So, you build yourself up, you see it. So over this past, I don't know, 4 months, I want to say, maybe less, I had an epiphany and I kind of stopped. Now, again, I don't have an addictive personality. So now that I got over the hump, now I can have one drink. Now, I was doing it. Like I would say to my father, why did we have to get that other drink? Like I was good where we were. And the minute somebody offers me a drink, I got to fucking have the drink. Oh my God, a drink. Of course, they're going to offer me a drink. I can't insult them. So I have to drink it, even though it's my 6th one, right? So you have to learn how to say no. I couldn't do that because to me that was wasted booze, right? But now I'm not like sitting there looking at the bartender. Okay, when's my next drink coming? Where is it? How come they're not making my drink yet? I'm very nervous. Here we go again with the cup half empty. My cup is almost empty. Where is my drink? Now I am not like that. So now, even though I still want to continue to drink, I will take a break and I will not and not keep going. And it is an amazing feeling to have control over yourself. So when bad habits become a bad life, that's when they are super duper bad. But when bad habits, or, let's not call it a habit then. When your bad behavior, shall we say, it rears its ugly head, as long as it doesn't become a habit, then you're good. When it becomes a habit is when it's bad, right? I see some comments here. Look, Rosie, she's like, but I drink water. So my junk food is okay because I drink water. Leslie Ann, happy Thursday. Beautiful Karen. I was never a big drinker until I couldn't deal with reality anymore several years back. Yeah, I feel you on that one. It was a self-medication to me. I hated how I was, but I also needed help. I stopped 2016 and so very happy I did. Otherwise, I would have been dead. Well, again, Leslie, sending much love and light to you and kudos. I get it. And I talked about that. I don't know if you were listening and just commenting now, but I did talk about the fact that I was self-medicating as well. And to be honest with you, anybody that is addicted to drugs, anybody that is an alcoholic, they are self-medicating. Okay. Never look at that any differently. When someone is in pain, they don't want to feel the pain. So never, ever, people do not choose to become an alcoholic. People do not choose to become a drug addict. They become that because of the pain that is inside of them that they have no idea what to do with. So this is why my heart always goes out to these people, because we are all one step away from being there. And that's real talk. Debbie, mine is shopping, clothes, shoes. I don't drink, smoke, drugs, nothing. I do shopping. So when I was in therapy, my therapist told me that too. I am a shopaholic too. Luckily, when you have no money, you can't really shop that much. But that does fill a void as well. So I feel you on that one, Deb. Leslie Ann, exactly, Karen, but you get to see who your friends really are. Yeah, well, that's a whole other show, my love. Let me see. Gina, thank you, Karen, for your transparency. I admire how humble you are. You truly are an amazing woman. Well, I am humbled, and thank you, Gina, for that. Listen, I want to be transparent because there's someone else out there that's going through it. And look, Leslie just confirmed that, right? So, I'm not going to stand up here and pretend that life is easy and that we don't all have our crosses to bear. There is nobody that's listening right now that hasn't gone through something that has changed them completely. And if you haven't, then God bless you. Okay. So it's just a matter of, we're all going to end up on the floor. We're all going to end up on our knees. It's how you get up. If you get up, that is indicative of who and what you are. Right? So I share my things with people. I show my transparency. I'm not trying to be perfect. I'm trying to be my perfect. I'm not, saying that whatever somebody else does is wrong and what I do is right. Absolutely not. I'm just saying this is my point of view. These are my stories to tell. And this is how I've gotten through them. I use the pain and the horrific stuff that I've gone through to try to help others. There are other people that just brush it under and, pretend that all is well. And you know what? God bless them if that's what works for them. At the end of the day, when you put your head down on the pillow, when you're lying to yourself. So, that's the challenge. And I try my best to share that with people so that you can live an authentic life, because at this point we don't know, but we only have one go at this in this particular body. I believe our souls live on. I believe love is eternal, but as far as this body comes, we got one shot right now. So you know what? Make it good. Leslie said I was tuned in. Okay, baby. Victor, I say no after 2. First goes down smooth. Last one is fire. The ones in between don't count. Oh my God, that's funny. Well, my father made a really good observation to me. When you have that first drink or maybe the second and you finally feel it, like you got that buzz, he's like, you're never gonna get better than that, but you keep trying to. So you keep adding more. And that is very true. And I think about that. And it's always like, how high can you get? Because that's what we want. We want to feel nirvana. So we think if we keep drinking or we keep drugging, that we're going to feel more, right? So, or better, which is not necessarily true. And sometimes the more you do, the worse you feel. My heart was breaking right in front of my eyes. Yeah, I'm sorry, Leslie. I feel you on that. Joe, as long as your bad habits involve all consenting adults, then what the heck? Well, that's one way to look at it. Love you, Karen, for all you do for us. I love you too, Carmela. I'm not sure why I'm choppy. I don't have any internet connections on my end. It might be from your phone. But anyway, it is 12 o'clock. It is time for me to go. I hope that your problems are still there no matter how much you drink. That's true, Billy. But sometimes I needed to just escape my problems so that I could return back to them. Not choppy on your end. Yeah, Carmela's phone terrorizes her. It's just what it does. Yeah, real talk, indeed. So again, I'm taking off tomorrow. It's Friday. I'm going to dye my hair because my roots are coming in very gray. That'll be my coffee talk time. And I will see you guys on Monday. If anything, you know what? You never know, you guys. I may jump on here and there and do a little quickie dicky, you know what I'm saying? In case. But I love you guys. Remember that bad habits are indeed bad. And if you like them, it makes them worse. So let's do each other a favor and just try to keep control over those bad habits. Listen, it's all good if you know what you're doing. You know what I'm saying? That's what I say. All right. So yes, I saw the cup of coffee. I don't see the stars though, Carmela. So I love you guys. Don't forget, I will not be on tomorrow. Don't start messaging Carmela and get nervous that I'm not here. I am taking the day off tomorrow. Summer hours, baby. Friday, but I'll miss you nonetheless. I love you all. Have a great weekend. Oh, and yes, thank you, Leslie. It is Father's Day this weekend. It is a very hard day for me. It still sucks. So, yeah. So send me some prayers on Sunday if you can. And I wish you, everybody out there, all of my dads out there, a happy Father's Day. And I wish my moms out there that are dads, a very happy Father's Day as well. So I love you guys. Have a great weekend, and I'll see you on Monday for Coffee Talk with Karen at 11 a.m.